Hello, my name is Kareem, and I'm going to be voiceovering over my phys ed performance task, which will be done in a video reflection format. The first question. To me, being healthy means having a positive balance of all aspects of your life, including physical activity, nutrition, a good mental state, and a stable financial state. For example, a person by meeting all nutrition needs on a daily basis is healthy in a nutrition aspect, and with a good mental state and physical activity, that person can have a very good physical state. Being healthy is all about finding the right balance of your daily needs and not neglecting any aspects of your life. On the other hand, being unhealthy can be attributed to aspects of your life being neglected, which could mean having bad physical activity habits, a lack of nutrition, a damaging mental state, and or an unstable financial state. For example, a person can have a stable financial state, but if they are neglecting their mental state, they have a misbalance of aspects in their life, and they become unhealthy. People often try to stay away from being unhealthy by focusing heavily on their job, nutrition, or physical state. But focusing too much on one aspect of your life can create an imbalance from your other aspects. And this happens when you can still end up being unhealthy. For my whole person health model, I decided to make an average day schedule of a healthy person to represent whole person health. Morning. For the morning, some of the things you should do in the morning to be healthy are telling your family good morning, stretching your muscles to get the blood flow moving, having a shower to refresh and clean the body, wearing clothes, and think of the positive things you will do during the day. Next, having a hearty and nutritious breakfast is the way to go to meet your nutrition needs and energize you for the day. Eggs with fruit or bread and cheese can be especially good for giving you energy for the day. By doing these steps, it will help you get the nutrition, energy, motivation, and right state of mind to start off the day. Before noon. Next, before noon, you should be at work or school, either getting an education or a pay, which you need for current or future economic stability. On your break, make sure to eat a good lunch that will give you the energy to finish your day at school or the rest of your shift at work. Economic stability can be achieved with a stable job, and getting a job or maintaining one is one of the key aspects to whole person health. Afternoon. After coming home, you should greet your family and talk to them about how their day has been. If you're hungry, a good vegetable or fruit as a snack is a good idea until dinner time. Also, make sure to finish any homework, and if there is none, go to the gym or park and get some good, vigorous physical exercise needed for a good physical state. Evening. In the evening, you should be eating a healthy and balanced dinner with a source of meats, vegetables, and grains, and having a conversation with your family while eating dinner about how your day has gone. Thank whoever made the meal and help with the chores around the house, as well as preparation for the next day's meal and house cleaning. This will help you with your mental state in your house so that your clean house you can live in with peace and harmony. It will also help you because you'll have gotten most of the nutrients you need by now that you have finished dinner, and talking to your family will help with your mental state and your appreciation for your family. Night. Finally, before you go to sleep, you should brush your teeth. Make sure you have all of your tasks done for the day, and then reflect over the day, appreciating the things you have, which again helps with your mental state for the next day. If you're religious, you can pray or meditate. If you're not religious, just make sure you have an appreciation for the day. Sleep at a time appropriate when you can wake up for the next day and at least have gotten 9 to 10 hours of sleep, so you can be fully energized for the next day. And just like that, your day is ended, and that is a healthy person's daily routine. Question 4. I have also prepared 3 ways substance misuse or abuse and negative addictive behaviors can affect a person's health and well-being. Number 1 is financial terms, meaning a person's addiction to substances can lead them to financial issues and negatively affecting their well-being. For example, a person addicted to marijuana is likely to spend their extra money on buying marijuana, and with time, a person can get so addicted that they are starving themselves and putting marijuana above their needs. In that way, a person's personal health and well-being are being sabotaged financially, and that could lead to damaging of the person's health. Number 2 is in terms of your physical state and your health in terms of your physical body. Certain substances can be very dangerous for your organs when ingested in certain quantities, and getting addicted to a substance can leave you neglecting your body and the nutrients/activity that it needs. Lastly, substance misuse or abuse and addictive behaviors can affect a person's health and well-being by affecting their social life. If a person is addicted to a substance, that could be negatively affecting their social life, and ingesting drugs or drinking alcohol could be the only thing they look forward to doing in their day, instead of socializing and taking care of their mental health. Question 5. To stop a peer conflict from getting out of hand, my first strategy would be de-escalation by opening up communication between the two peers so they can talk about why they are angry at each other, and that way they can talk it out while also trying to de-escalate the conflict. Another strategy is compromisation and trying to work out a compromise so that both peers can get what they want without a conflict occurring. The last strategy is by using force to separate the peers and making sure they don't get near each other to have conflict. This isn't the best strategy, however, because the conflict is still present, and if there is no other option, this is the way to stop a conflict swiftly. Question 6. One time while at the park with my friends, we met up with another group of guys we knew from our school, and they offered me and my friends marijuana from a vape. We all declined, and this was a difficult situation as I clearly saw the people offering me the substance as they were high and addicted on the drugs, judging by their baggy eyes and poor mental state. The risks were that we could have been attacked while they were high, or we could have been convinced to take the drug. But we used our skill of knowledge and logic and the strategy of de-escalation to get away from the situation and avoid the substance from the substance-addicted group. Question 7. Of course, I am only 15 and I do not have sexual relationships. When I am older, some of the factors I would consider when deciding whether someone to be sexually active with someone is, first of all, if they are mentally stable. This is so that if they are not mentally stable, I can definitely not have sex with them, because if there was a breakup, I would want to do it mutually, and the person would not spread negative rumors about me or cause any unwanted drama. Second, if they are allowed by their parents. And this is important because the parents' consent is always an important part of having a sexual relationship with someone else. Lastly, the person would need to be okay with using protection, as I want to have safe sex and not have any chance of contracting any STIs. Question 8. If I'm considering getting a piercing or tattoo, I need to consider if my family would be okay with it and if I'm okay with never being able to donate blood. As many would know, getting a piercing or a tattoo can often mean never being able to donate blood, and that's something I would want to do in the future. Also, my family would have to be okay with me getting a piercing or a tattoo, because my family's approval is always an important part, as they have raised me and know what's best for me. So I would listen if they approved or disapproved. Question 9. If I was to encounter what I thought was discrimination or misconception, I would respond to that situation by trying to stop the discrimination by speaking out against the person enforcing the discrimination. For example, if there was a person being denied a ticket at a movie theater for having a certain skin color, then if I saw it, then I would not be okay with it in the slightest. And I would try to speak out to the ticket man on why this is unfair. And if he didn't listen, I would take it up with the manager and whoever I can to stop this discrimination. Number 10. Some other ways we can reduce homophobia is increasing understanding and supporting those who are questioning their gender identity or sexual orientation is by using more of a variety when it comes to picking relationships in films and try to pick other relationship types other than hetero relationships. With people seeing more lesbian and gay relationships on TV and movies, it can naturally begin to stop homophobia, as this kind of relationships will be more normalized in our society. Question 11. The last question. The advice I would give a person who has just gotten out of a relationship is to tell them that breakups are part of what most relationships happen. And there is always going to be a breakup in most relationships. I would advise them to stay friends with the person they broke up with, unless it was a messy breakup and they are angry with each other. Then I would tell them to avoid confrontation, as that is the best way to go to heal the situation. Lastly, I would tell them to take some time off dating and reevaluate why they broke up, so that when they get back into another relationship, they can do better and hopefully have a more successful relationship. And that is my health performance task. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.